Hi guys, and welcome to Bomb Anime. It's your girl
Rika
and Big Boy Summer here, bringing you another episode of I'm Standing on a Million Lives. You know what it is. Let's get right into it.
So I feel like they use this episode to give us a bit of a recap on things that have happened. I don't really care for episodes that are like fillerish, and that's how this one came across. However, there's still some things that happened that we are gonna talk about. Of course, Hakozaki is the first one to die. I mean, come on. Do you know what I feel like makes her character the most irritating? Usually when we're watching anime, especially when it's a shonen, you hear things like, I'm gonna surpass my limits, and then they do it. I'm gonna become Hokage someday, and then they do it. Like, the conviction and then the action happens. However, with Hakozaki, it's like, I'm gonna do better, and then she doesn't. And because we are so used to anime characters saying that they're gonna do this, that, and the third, and they pull it out of their ass, we are expecting to see that happen here, but Hakozaki just fails over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where you're just like, exit stage left.
I think she did better than I expected.
That's sad.
And it's not nice walking in snow with metal armor, so of course she was going to be the first one to go. Okay, look, you're absolutely right. She is a bit wet blanket, and it's a shame because I like her, and I think that's what's making it worse. If her and Yuka swapped, everything will be correct in the world. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And yeah, Hakozaki literally, come on, bro. Do better. Just be better. Like, believe your own hype. You knew that YOTSUYA was training. You knew that Captain Cavell was giving you training. You never went the extra mile. You didn't do anything extra. You said it yourself. You have an active body. Your body is okay. There's nothing wrong with you in this world. So you didn't put no effort into it. And I get it. You're not used to doing that. But who is used to being thrown into a virtual world where if all of you die, and you've got powers to resurrect every 30 seconds and so on? Like, do you get what I mean? Everybody's dealing with this new thing, and you're supposed to do new things when you're dealing with new things. Your actions need to match your environment. So, yeah, I hear you, fam.
I was actually disappointed with everyone except for YOTSUYA in this episode because I felt like, in particular, Yuka, she has fire powers. Her staff is actually a fire staff, and although it's not the best, she can create warmth from it, and she didn't even try to do that, which I found really odd. Yes, she had the foresight to be the only person to find shelter, but she didn't use her fire powers, which could have kept her alive longer. And I actually thought that it was really sad that YOTSUYA knew that everyone was dead. He was like, everyone's dead, so now it's up to me. Yet again, everything is down to this dude, and he couldn't even do it because he's dead. Personally, I feel like Shindu is still alive.
Yeah, same.
She's the only person that I felt like wasn't actually dead. She obviously saw something. I don't know what she saw, but whatever she saw, she was like, F this. And she was in the snow. She's still, but I do not think that she's actually dead. So I think that YOTSUYA hasn't passed, because if he has, the whole thing's done. And we know that we still have 2 extra episodes, so that's clearly not what's gone on here. However, I really want to know what on earth she saw, and also, why didn't YOTSUYA use I guess it's a Yeti or a Ogre?
Or a Cyclops.
Or a Cyclops. Whichever one, it's one of these monsters. Why didn't he slice off the skin to use for clothing? I thought he was going to do that, and he didn't.
Could have turned the kids into some gloves and like a scarf as well. Like, he could have proper like gone in.
I thought he was gonna actually look after the little.
Oh, he would have had pets. They would have carried him.
Not only would he have pets, he could have trained them, and they're furry, so they're going to create some type of warmth when he's holding them. So I thought that was a bit of a missed opportunity. Maybe if he wasn't so damn cold, he would have thought about training them to be his first like beasts. He hasn't done enough with his creature wizard powers. I feel like he's just letting them grow dust, which I feel like is a really big mistake. I feel like they could be used so well, but I guess they don't want him to be really OP. He already kind of is in terms of who he's with, as it is already. They can't make him go too far in front of them.
Well, they can. I mean, like, look at Goku, look at Naruto, look at Asta, you know, like, do you get what I mean? All of them can do that. So, like, being OP is not a problem. He just didn't think of it at the time. His heart is just as cold as the environment he's walking in. He killed a mother and then just bounced. Bruv, I thought that was really cold, like.
That was messed up.
But it's what the game is teaching him. Because he can't rely on his people. Look at them, they're all dead. Can't rely on them. Every time he tries to do a plan that all of them are involved, he still has to do his thing and then go and pick up the slack. The only time he did it is when they were trapped in that weird dungeon sort of thing and Shindu, you know, learned how to shank a guy. But other than that, he still had to heal Cavell. He still had to heal the little boys when he caught the convicts. He still had to go and grind. He has to cook for everyone. Like, do you get what I mean? He's doing the most. And so he has learned that by me doing the most, we will be okay. And if the girls don't want him to have that mentality and whatever, they need to pick up as well. And I'm glad that Shindu's starting, but as you said, Yuka, you have heat powers. This should be a breeze for you.
Maybe not a breeze because she's not that great. However, she could have done something to keep herself alive.
Hold the staff to your head. That is it. She puts hot air at the end of her staff. All she had to do was just hold it to her head, maybe her chest, maybe her feet. She'll be warm for like 10 minutes. Walk a bit. When she gets cold again, boom, boom, boom. Repeat.
Hands or feet.
Do you get what I mean? Repeat. Like, there's things she could have done, but she didn't. The only person that in this situation, I'm like, you know, I'll give you a buy, is Hakusaki. And not because I think she's too wet blanket and so therefore she needs a buy, but because she's the only one wearing metal armor and she's not equipped. So I'm going to leave her on this one. I'm not going to say too much on that.
Anyway, I want to just briefly talk about where Yotsuya has fallen. I have a feeling that wherever he's fallen, there is some kind of passageway down there, because there is no way he is going to be able to climb up here on his own. It was really, really, really far down. It seemed like a cavern almost. So I feel like maybe there's a city under there, or there is a pathway to get through where it's much safer. Also, going down might count towards the map completion. We really don't know, because if it does and he basically leveled up at the point of his death, that's an easy out.
Yeah,
if the other three are dead.
That's true, I see that. But they've only got 5 hours as well, so climbing back out is not an option. This is a hard one, isn't it? I feel sad for the team because your main guy has, like, you know, slipped.
So guys, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is underneath there with Yotsuya? Do you think he's going to be able to climb out, or is someone going to come to his rescue? Cavell is still out there. She might come through. Who knows? We really don't know what's going to happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.